here with another video where I share my thoughts and opinions on someone or something going on in this wacky, weird wrestling world. As you can tell by the title below, this one will be one where I share my thoughts and opinions on a wrestler that I really underappreciated in real time over a decade ago now, in Mickie James. I would love to know what your thoughts and opinions are on her down in the comments below. Do you like her? Do you not? Why not? The first time I ever heard or seen of Mickie James was, I think it was 2005. I could be wrong about the year, but whenever she made her WWE Monday Night Raw debut as a Trish Stratus super fan, and that is because I had no idea. I don't want to say I had no idea about independent wrestling. The only wrestling sports entertainment that I knew at that time was TNA Wrestling, WWE, and I think the teacher I had at that time asked if I knew who Jushin Thunder Liger and Ring of Honor were. They weren't really a wrestling fan, or they were a wrestling fan, but like back in the day of like the early 90s kind of deal. But yeah, when it comes to Mickie James, that's the first exposure I had to her, was her WWE TV debut as a Trish Stratus fan. And it was one of those things where I was like 11, 12 years old at that time. And I thought, okay, she's good in the ring, but when I talk about Mickie James in the sake of this video, I'm talking about her the wrestler, not her the human. From everything I've heard, lovely human. But back then, she kind of gave me that weird feeling, I like Trish Stratus because she's Canadian. I'm Canadian. She's blonde. I was born blonde. Kind of deal. It wasn't anything like more than that, but Mickie James, it was more than that. Mickie James the wrestler, I don't know about Mickie James the human and whatnot, but as the years kind of went on, I in real time knew that she was a good, not only female wrestler, but a good wrestler. At least that's what I thought back then. But it was one of those things where I didn't really appreciate her in like the late 2000s, early 2010s in real time as a teenager, because WWE, outside looking in, didn't seem to really care not only about Mickie James, but like the women's division in general in comparison to a couple of years later. And it's one of those things where being able to see her as a 22-year-old adult in 2016 in person at TakeOver Toronto in Toronto Survivor Series weekend was definitely really cool. I along with the 13,000 other people there, knew that she was not going to win against Asuka for the NXT Women's title, but it was one of those things where it's like, I think that's when I started to like, man, I should have appreciated Mickie James back in the day. And it was one of those things where I think nowadays, I think people give her flowers. When I say nowadays, I mean like since that run in WWE in 2016, 2017 up until nowadays, people appreciate her more. I don't want to say appreciate her more, or at least when it comes to people online, I see people giving her flowers more than I did before 2016. And when it comes to Mickie James, she's one of the few people how do I put this? I think I'm done in a way meeting wrestlers, or at least traveling to meet wrestlers. But if hypothetically I did a WrestleMania Access or whatever it's called, a WrestleCon kind of deal, I would go out of my way to try and meet her and kind of say like thank you for the years of entertainment. And again, I don't know her the human. I never met her. I only seen her wrestle once in person at, again, TakeOver Toronto a lot of years ago now. But yeah, when it comes to her, I wish I would have appreciated her more. Is she the best in the ring of all time? I would say no, but I would say that she's her, Beth Phoenix, Natalya, AJ Lee, you could argue, definitely held down the women's division in a good way, in the ring, bell to bell, late 2000s, early 2010s. And I don't think, how do I put this? I think I should have appreciated her sooner than what I did, because again, 2016, internet was a thing. YouTube was a thing, the WWE network was a thing, and I could have gone back and appreciated her way sooner than what I did, and whatnot. But yeah, when it comes to the women's division, I would say one of the more influential ones, outside looking in as somebody who is not a wrestler. And again, by all accounts, a lovely human to meet. But yeah, those are my thoughts and opinions. Would love to know what yours are on Mickie James down in the comments below. Do you like her? Do you not? Why not? Would be greatly appreciative if you let me know what your thoughts are down in the comments below.